Hi everyone, I'm Marshall Carper and welcome to Marketing Monday. So I've had something on my mind lately and I wanted to make sure that I addressed it with you and with all my clients and anybody that's paying attention to my content. That's the idea of the customer's journey. Or a sales funnel. I tend to call it a sales funnel. That's a little old school, so I want to make sure I use the new lingo as well. But I like the idea of a funnel because when you think about how a prospect first engages with you and then all the way up through they've purchased and you're supporting them in the long term, the idea of the funnel, the visual of it getting more specific and more narrow the deeper they get is pretty important to me and in terms of how I think about marketing. But anyways, whatever you call it, I want you to revisit it in your business because I'm seeing not enough business owners, not enough marketing managers, marketing directors really taking this seriously and mapping out the full customer journey of what a prospect goes through to become a customer, to become a client. So why this is important is because it makes it much easier and much more efficient for you to measure your efforts and to decide what's working, what's not, what to change, and what to add. So in my book, and I'll link the free copy of it in the notes if you want to check it out, but check out this graphic. So this is the way we break down sales funnels for our clients. We start at the top with this exposure level of this is when a customer's first hearing about you, and then eventually they come to the website and they become a lead, then you nurture the lead, and so on and so forth. We map this out so that we can diagram what marketing tactics we have in play and what they're supposed to be doing. That part's really important because if you don't know what your tactic is supposed to be accomplishing, it can be really difficult to effectively measure it. So for example, a lot of people use social media and they have this general idea that social media is an acquisition tool, maybe, and then maybe it's also a retention tool. But for us, we very specifically frame out what it's supposed to do so we can say, is this working or not? Because when you don't do that, you end up kind of backpedaling into less meaningful metrics of just, oh, we got more likes and comments this month. What does that mean? You don't have a really strong tie of what it's doing for you. So take all of your marketing tactics, list them all out, and then take a sales funnel or a customer journey map or diagram. You can borrow ours and map your tactics to each level of that sales funnel, to each level of that customer journey. Then start assessing it based on what it's supposed to be doing. So if your website is supposed to be helping you push prospects to the lead generation process, and all your exposure traffic's driving a bunch of people to your website, but nobody's becoming a lead, now you start to have an interesting way to kind of troubleshoot what the problem is. So in that situation, if you have a lot of traffic but nobody's becoming a lead, is the traffic bad? Are you getting the right kind of traffic? Or maybe the website's not performing the way it's supposed to. So now you need to look at the website. So you see how we start to kind of triage through and break down how we can improve the marketing. And that's what a sales funnel process helps you do if you're using it correctly. So please take some time, review your marketing plan, build out your sales funnel, and start assessing it. Let me know how it goes. So thank you for watching. This has been Marketing Monday.